1015 Natasha Castles live inside of the Primavera Online High School Lounge. With me, we got Mr. Duval, Lil Duval.
What's that?
Out here living your best life. Did you just like give me the look up and down look?
What
right
was
now?
the up and down
you
look?
chilling? What's
I
up?
gave you the I'm vibing, chilling. I just
Okay.
smoke good, so I'm just
Oh,
chilling,
Okay. You
living my best life.
Okay. You just have to plug that everywhere now, right?
Nah, I didn't have to plug it. It's easy to plug when it's your life for real.
You out here doing daytime television talk shows and whatnot. You really living your best life.
I don't consider that living my best life. I consider that sharing my best life with everybody else. I consider living my best life being at peace and happy and really doing what I say in the song.
Did it take a long time for you to get to this point? But I feel like no, I've been following you for a while. You've been living your best life. Now it's in a song
I've
form.
always, like, people think living your best life is like the accolades and the success. Nah, it's a peace of mind, being at peace and being happy and understanding that there's people with less than you that's happier than you, so that lets you know it ain't got nothing to do with material, worldly things. It's that simple.
Was there ever a non-best life point of your life, like the worst life for Duval?
No. Even when people thought the worldly things or stuff, it didn't bother me none, because my happiness ain't built off that. I mean, I get I get everything everybody else get, but it's not built off that. I get it because it's there. But if it ain't there, I'm not tripping.
In the line of things, is like everybody's term or definition of success is all a different form for
It
everybody.
is, but it shouldn't be, because it's simplicity. It's like, I'm high right now, so maybe that's why I'm talking like
we
this.
getting real deep. I was
Nah,
like,
but it's like, if you think people that get hit by hurricanes and stuff care about other things, you realize what to care about. Or when you got people that's sick from stuff that they can't control, that lets you know all the other stuff don't matter. So once you get that in your mind, none of that other stuff matters. You just have fun.
Hey, that's what I feel. I used to live in Mexico, and one of my favorite things about going back is just the simplicity of life. There's people that live in
It put things in
shoeboxes,
perspective.
and they're so happy. Everything is so clean.
Nobody's poor here in America.
No
you
one.
know?
Yeah.
You got people in the hood wearing Jordans, so it's like,
You good?
yeah, you good. So it don't make no sense to, like, if you can get it, cool. If you can't, I don't give a, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I was hyped dancing with you for your BET Awards performance. Is that your first time performing the song?
No, I perform it all the time. I've been performing. It's just first time y'all seeing it now. That's what I'm saying. Everything y'all seeing, that's who I am.
It's been in
it's
the,
just
no,
now.
I know,
It's
yeah.
it's just now. Everybody's
The shine.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like God wanted me to share this with the world, the joy. So, because I guess that's what the world needed now, and I guess by this song doing so well, it's a testament of it. We needed joy in the world.
Do we get like, I don't know if I want to make this comparison, like the Weird Al Yankovic, the parody songs and whatnot. Are we getting an album from Lil Duval?
Yeah, I'm putting out an album. I mean, I like Weird Al Yankovic, but I think this here is something new, something that hasn't been touched on or in a while, So I'm just trying to take it to wherever it's gonna go, just try to open up a new lane for everybody else to follow behind, and hopefully it gives that same energy and that same vibe and bring more peace and joy to the world.
Now, I don't want to ruin your high, but I do have to ask this question. I do have a co-host who is a member of the LGBT community, and about a year ago, you faced a lot of lashback over the transphobic comments, which, in a comedic sense, since then, what have you learned? Because I know a lot of people hit you with some education on that.
You should talk to them about that question.
About that question?
Yeah, you should talk to them about that question.
What I was going to lead into is all fair in comedy.
You should talk to them about that question, because I don't do stuff for clickbait, and that's what this is right now.
No, it's not. No, I'm saying like in the
I don't do
comedic
that
sense.
part.
It's not
It's
about
nothing.
the clickbait.
We're talking about smile. We're talking about making the world happy. I don't go back and forth with nobody. At the end of the day, I live my best life. I don't have no problem with what other people feel, but at the end of the day, that's your opinion. We all have our own opinions. I don't fault you for how you feel.
No, I didn't mean it in that sense.
No, I'm not talking about you in general.
Okay,
I'm just saying in general for just conversation. Is if you're pushing good positivity, when you push stuff like that feeds into it. I'm not into feeding into nothing but positivity. So if we can't feed into that, it makes no sense to even push it out there, because that's what my whole focus is with Smile.
I know, but I'm saying it like it's all still.
Yeah, but you got to let them use you too. You can't let them use you too, because you're part of the ecosystem too.
I feel that.
You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna you're putting out the energy that you want to attract. So when you get stuff like that, that's why we have a lot of stuff going on social media now with stuff we can't control because we didn't nip it in the bud off top. So if you nip it in the bud and put out good energy, they're not thinking about the other stuff.
Well, because a lot of that is just taking a clip, a snippet, and not even seeing the full picture or
Yeah.
context of
So
things.
you have
and
to
I
show.
think that's what happened.
That's
in
where
that
we come in.
situation.
We have to control it. Like what we doing now, you have to control it now. If you want to put that out there for whatever personal reason you do, then you do it for that. But you know it comes back to that. But if you trying to really put out good energy and stuff, you won't even put that type of stuff out there because once it's out there, people take it how they want it.
The internet
Yeah,
is
so
an
I don't
evil
put it out
place.
there.
I mean, you do put a lot of positive energy. Do you take time to even read the comments?
Yeah, I read everybody's comments because I understand everybody have their own opinion. That's the difference between me and everybody else. Everybody have their own opinion. Nobody's right. You only right. The difference is if your opinion is a personal opinion that's just about you, then it can be taken wrong. But if your opinion or if what you're doing is for everybody, it's hard for it to go the wrong way, even if it get taken the wrong way.
And that's the thing.
And that's why I'm able to be at the position I'm at now because even if you're taking it the wrong way, it still comes out good in the bigger scheme for everybody, not for me, because I was good before and after.
No,
You
of
see what I'm
course.
saying? So at the end of the day, if God put me in a position to where, because evidently he been blessed me. He been blessed me. So if he been blessed me, everything he's doing now is for he's like, all right, you owe me. So I got to go out here and get the same energy. So it's my obligation to give out nothing but this kind of energy. Everything else I don't care about.
Do you take the time to respond to people, like to everybody?
Yeah, I respond to everybody.
Even if they make you mad.
I'm
'cause
responding to you. They don't make me mad.
No, because I'm saying
It's
like when
understanding.
people have something to say about me or other people that I care about, I'm like, do I even respond? Do I care?
Yeah, you should
do I
care
give it
because
energy?
it's understanding. Whenever somebody take me the wrong way, I'm like, they don't get it. So if I want them to get it, I have to make them understand it. And if you're not willing to understand the next person, you're part of the problem,
See.
which is most people, because they only see things one way. If you see things one way, like whenever I see it, like, well, why are they upset? Then I get to that, then I say, okay, I can see why they say that. I can see why they feel that way. Do I think they're wrong? Maybe so, but at the same time, I understand where they're coming from. In order for me to make them understand where I'm coming from, I have to befriend them or get them to see my point of view. But me saying them ain't gonna make them see it.
Oh, see, that's why we're out of. Well, not them necessarily, but it's more of like turn the other cheek. Why even give it the attention, the energy, or any of my time?
I mean, if you're not strong enough, if you don't feel like you can do it, you shouldn't. But if you really want to make a difference, or if you really want them to get where you're coming from, or you want to make a better thing, make it a better situation, you have to take that initiative to be understanding of where they come from. It's just like teaching a kid or teaching anybody. When you're teaching them, you can't teach everybody the same way. So you have to figure out another way to get to them if you're really trying to get to them.
And that's a different point of wiseness in life that you're at, because that's what you got to realize is everyone's different and they learn differently, intake information differently.
Yeah,
And
we
I didn't
all
mean to
we're
come
all.
at you on some clickbait
You didn't
stuff. It was
you didn't
more
come
of
at me
like-
as just. It was all on purpose, even for me to say that, because it needs to be said. You need to understand what we doing, how much people pay attention to all this, because if they see you do it, then the next person say, all right, I'm gonna try it. Next person, I'm gonna try it. Next person, I'm gonna try it. You setting up a whole butterfly effect. We do that
That's
all
the
the time.
energy and all that
That's the
stuff.
energy.
You think people are too sensitive?
No, everybody's this, because
entitled to, yeah.
we're all emotional creatures. You just got to
And now
understand
it's on display more than ever.
Yeah, people just don't understand how easy it is to push their buttons. I understand how it is. So I can control you more than you can control yourself. Like I control this whole interview right now.
You
I'm
did.
I'm doing the whole thing because this is how I wanted to do it. Because I seen it wasn't going the way so I just made it go how I go. Because I feel like the energy wasn't going to be positive. So I took it positive.
I apologize. I didn't mean it to take it in the
No, you
non-positive
didn't.
route.
It's
I
not.
was like,
It's
damn,
not
that
you
don't make me-
personal.
I'm not that
It's not you
person.
personal. It's the whole point of even me doing this is to send this message out here to everybody. Like I don't have to do these little interviews, but there's a purpose behind it to send this type of energy out.
Which is why Smile Bitch is out.
Yeah, which is why all this is out. It's all part of God's work. Some people don't believe in it, but I do. So and it's always worked for me, so until it stopped working, I'm going to keep believing in it and keep putting that energy out because it's gave me good joy. So I don't complain about nothing. Even when people think I should, I don't. So if everybody thought like me, the world would be a better place.
Because we're alive and moving, and there's a end purpose to everything.
You don't see another animal or another living species out here complaining. So what you complain? We make all that. Life ain't hard. We make it hard.
Damn, like you speaking the wiseness. I feel like I should have.
It's not
come
wise. It's
I
simple.
know it's simple, but I feel like I should have come with like a diary of like, okay, so.
It's just simple. It's simplicity. Like life is simple. We just overthought this whole thing, because we make all these, put all this stuff up there. Like, hey, we want this. We want this. You done made all this stuff.
Like this happened in your life, keep it moving.
That's just, it is what it is. You live life, what comes with it, you accept it and you be happy, you be grateful, but at the same time, if it don't come, who
There
cares?
it is. I mean, I appreciate you sitting down with me. And even getting that little piece right there.
Yeah, it's all about it. That's what it's all about.
What's the future for Lil Duval?
Keep being Lil Duval.
I like that.
Like, it ain't hard. Like, just be me. Just be happy.
As far as the album
And
goes,
treat people how I want to be treated.
I like that.
Be the change you want to see.
There it
If
is.
you complain about something, if you ain't trying to be that what you trying to change, it's that simple. It'll come back around. There's places all over the world with way more people, way poorer, ain't got no crime because they believe in things like karma. They really believe in it. So if you really believe that if the energy you put out can come back and hurt you, you ain't gonna put it out there. So, same thing.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me.
No problem.
Having that conversation, spreading that positivity, and just, letting everybody know, live thy best life.
Yeah, live your best life. Don't go back and forth with nobody.
Nobody. Unless it's positive back and forth, right? Just energy.
I don't like to use the word positive too much because it comes off as just cliche. It's just,
Now it is.
it is cliche, but at the same time, don't go by nothing I say. Go by my movement. Go by my action. You go by my actions.
Speak louder than
If
words.
you go by anything, my social media, I'm an open book. I don't delete nothing. I got it on there from 10 years ago. You can go, I'm the same person I am now that I was before the song. You can go down all that stuff. So I am who I say I am. I don't just talk it. We all talking some stuff we just regurgitated that we've been practicing and it sound good. But your actions tell everything. We all move by our subconscious more than we do our conscious. So if you go by my conscious, it'll tell you everything. But if you go by my subconscious, you go by what I move and how I move, it'll tell you everything. If you don't want to go by that, go by my social media. It'll tell you everything. It'll tell you how I moved in every situation I've been in. Even the ones you thought was bad ones. It'll tell you all that. Just go back if you really want to size me up.
I'm sizing you up. Just kidding. I don't know what that means. That comes off in the wrong context.
No,
God, man.
size me
Just
up like
kidding.
if you want to check and see if I'm just talking or.
No, you're not. You
know.
always have positive things to say. You got fun to say. You got good things to say. It's,
Yeah.
It's out there. All right. We inside of the Primavera Online High School Lounge. Shout out to my guy, Lil Duval. Thank you for sitting down.
Thank you.
I promise you there's no negativity meant to be on this couch.
I know it ain't. I keep telling you it's not you. You keep thinking I'm pointing at you. It's
I
just
know.
a
He's
message
like,
that
it's
need
like
to
I'm
get
putting it
out.
as a try.
It's just a message you got to get out because people are watching this.
And it's a pattern.
They're paying
a
attention to
domino
that. It's a
effect.
domino effect. Like, oh, that's what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. It's a domino effect, so you got to nip it in the bud. Because people thought that's what me and Charlamagne used to do, troll and all, but we never did that.
Nah.
But that's how, if you looking at it from the outside looking in, you like, oh, they answering everybody that talk crazy to them. We was answering everybody, it's just you attracted to that.
Yeah, my memory of you and Charlamagne is mostly like girl code stuff and just, y'all just being the dudes talking on the couch.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, thank you.
Thank y'all.